Hello everyone, Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome to Act 2 of Death Must Die. A lot has changed, and I will be doing a video going over all the changes and strategy updates and whatnot in the future, but I need to spend more time because a lot has been added. First of all, the talent tree, obviously. I'm still working through getting this. I've played, I don't know, 10 hours of the game since the patch dropped. And this might be the biggest overhaul of an indie game I've ever seen. Not really an overhaul, but just like improvements around the board. I do think there are still things that are a little funky, and I think some of the numbers might be a little off. But we're gonna be playing on Darkness 25 into the desert. I will not be guaranteeing a win because I'm still experimenting with some skills here. The game has gotten a bit more difficult, but things have changed. Starting with, you might notice that I do not lose movement speed while attacking. That is an option you can turn on to increase your darkness level. But darkness level 30 is the max for getting better gear, so you do not have to improve that if you do not have to go back to the old way of attack if you don't want to. In addition, you might see this over here and thinking, what in the world is this? Well, it's not just to show you what your things count as for tags, and tags I'll talk about a little bit more as we go, but it's basically a damage system. For example, you attack 14% faster means your basic attack is 14% faster. This system shows you how many slots you have for each type of skill. Each character has a different number. Attack and dash is the same, but this system is added for other stuff. So for example, I can only have one summon, not in counting items, which I will talk about in a minute too. I'm going to take Fury here. Attack speed's very good in this character. Speaking of items, before we go any further, this is currently what I'm running. The reason we have so much life is because we have 172 HP, 22 Master Offerer's chest, we have 100 HP helmet, and we have 100 HP boots. It's important because Act 2 is super difficult. I'm also using this bow that was previewed that I got. It's the best one I have. I've seen significantly better ones, but it improves our cast damage by a lot, and our cast crit chance, and our attack speed, so it's pretty good. A okay tier 1 amulet needs to be replaced. Some good tier 2 stuff, and one of the best relics I've ever seen. Also, items don't bound, so you can throw these around other characters. This thing's ridiculous, and every character is using it right now. Anyways, other things that have changed. While I continue this part of the video, the early section, skills now appear to go up to level 10, not just attacks. There's been a complete rebalance of stuff. Not everything that was good before is good now, and in addition to that, there's a lot more new stuff, such as Black Serpents, which is new. It feels like there's a difficult time applying curses currently. The curse status. I actually am interested in trying Sickles of Mort here, as I have not really tried it since the patch dropped. But it is potentially good. This guy kind of want to leads into strike and spells. I'm playing him because, one, it's the first video of the update. If you want to see my full like early reactions, I have a 7-hour stream of VOD that's on my channel. I do think Legong is incredible for this build. Split second attack is fantastic, but one thing that's also very noticeable now. Oh, well, we're taking Hurricane. It's like my favorite new skill. It's a strike. All strikes are like on hit procs. And it's the Hurricane. It's very good. One thing that's changed is I completely lost my train of thought. Anyways, I'll come back to it. So if you have, maybe you've tried this yesterday, you got past Act 1, you're saying, oh, Act 2 is some bullshit, because there's some extremely hard to dodge things in here. You're not entirely wrong. For sure. You're definitely not wrong. But keep in mind one, you're not intended to win 100% of the games you play, like we got used to at the end of the Act 1 patch. The whole concept of the game has changed. Oh, and what I wanted to say is that the difference between novice and master abilities is extremely significant now. Getting a master ability is insane, and getting a novice one is not good unless you're built around it. There's some talent things that let you lean into those. You look at the stats between the blue tornado and the novice tornado right here, it's like crazy. I will take expert. Ooh. Expert urgency is actually decent with hurricane, but I think I'm gonna take split second attack. So the real thing here, right, is that there are a lot more skills. So the slot system, which at first seems a little limiting, actually isn't. What it is there to keep from spell bloat and finding other spells once you've already picked what you want to use. So this is going to be like your build loadout of what you're going to use. Passives go infinitely over here. So I think it's kind of genius what they've done from that perspective. We're going to take execution. As much as I want to upgrade Sickles and Mort, I want to upgrade or get more XP. I think my current earliest, well, we'll take Fire Dragon as our summon. That's easy. Applying Burning is really good. My current estimation as far as like complaint, not really complaints, but I don't know, odd things to say is that my brain has stopped functioning completely again. I don't really know what's going on. Sorry. I think yesterday took it out of me. Oh, XP gain. I think we level up slightly too little. XP gain and sources got nerfed. And I think, in my opinion, obviously, that I would rather level up more times and have slightly less impactful levels, maybe. I'm not sure. I do love impactful levels. I've talked about that a lot, so I don't want to like go completely against that. But I think a lot of people are not, and I've seen complaints already, is that you end up finishing the run at a pretty low level compared to what it was before, even on like insane builds. And I kind of wish you could level up more. There are some insane things. Fear is basically garlic. If you know, you know. And so there's like aura builds. There's an insane amount of builds, and I've got an insane amount of content coming for this game. But currently, I am working through getting all my talent points, because each run you can only get so many. I think we take Serendipity here, and I'm not too pressed about re-rolling it. So if you're struggling on Act 2, it is probably because your talents are weak or your gear is bad. And you might want to go to Act 1. Act 1 also saw some changes. It's like some significant changes, I would say. Let's see. The Necromancer has been moved to the 7-minute boss, and we will take Sickles because, see, the attack's lower. It's probably going to lower down to 5 to trigger it. Imagine a Sickles run in Death Must Die. It's crazy. The dragons, the gargoyles or whatever, have moved to the 14-minute, and it feels a lot better. The Necromancer is much more of a Necromancer. Act 1 feels a lot better, I think. The talent system is, quite frankly, as good as WoW's talent system has ever been, I realize we're talking about Death Must Die, but obviously there is a strong influence between early WoW and Diablo 2 in this game with the talent system, and you can kind of feel it, and it's incredible. The talents feel great. I do have one minor complaint, and that is that I cannot open up a talent window in game. I lied, I can. I'm dumb. And it exists right here. Never mind. You learned something today with me. But these are all the talents we have currently. We have a chance to mark enemies, chance to immobilize marked enemies. We deal more cast damage based on our attack speed, and our arrows bounce. That's why they're bouncing. Okay, well, never mind. I'm going to retract my statement. Good job, devs, you're goated. This may be my favorite update to a game of all time. Obviously, I think the numbers need to be tinkered with, but the playtest team was like nobody, right? And now they've got however many thousands of people. I haven't looked at the Steam charts, but I imagine it's going to be insane. I know some people feel bad about losing the signs, but straight up, you're wrong. No offense to anyone, but you just haven't, like, it. Yes, it feels bad for a moment. I agree. You're not wrong about that. But put a little more time into it. The talent tree system makes up for it after about 2 wins. It may be a little too grindy to get talents on every single character. I mean, obviously I don't care because I'm a degenerate who's gonna play this game a ton. More content for me, right? But yeah, I mean, if it was reduce or I don't know, the talent acquisition rate was maybe a little higher. I don't know. I think it's fine. I think this game, I think what this update has really done is set the foundation for this game to be something really special as it goes on. As this is basically, I'm gonna take the attack damage. D2 LOD of the bullet heaven genre. Maybe even Path of Exile with complexity and whatnot. It's peak. I don't know how to describe it. Or take sickles. They'll go down to every 5 attacks for 334%. It's pretty good. If we get some strike area. So one thing I'm trying to, like, one of the reasons I'm not doing, like, first thing is like a overview video of stuff is I gotta get in my brain where all of the talents for everything go and who has all the spells for what. Because certain gods are better at doing certain things. Prom, for example, seems to be better at dashing. Legong seems to be better at casting spells and strikes stuff, specifically strike things and reducing cast times. Boss is here, and he is a terrifying SOB, if you have not seen it yet. He is cursed, he drops poison rain on you, he will literally curse you with some type of debuff, and in addition to that, he, well, he will charge at me at some point and summon these guys. And then he has a phase 2. Gehenna is incredible. We are missing a cast right now. It's a problem, obviously. But having extra sources of XP gain is, as I mentioned earlier, XP gain is kind of whack right now. I think it's a little low. What if I don't want to run? What if I didn't? So you might see my HP be like, man, you've taken 200 damage already. Yeah, I have. It's not easy. Also, we're playing on 25. So, like, Danger 25 here is harder than Danger 30 was before. I am going to take Gemini. And we are going to be spamming arrows. There are some builds that will trivialize the game already for sure. Sir, could you please die? Okay, cool. So those big cosmic things, those are talent points. Go back to auto attack. That is one other nice bonus to this patch, is that if you want to play one-handed, you definitely can now. You just can't have the move speed debuff on. Unironically, Meteor Shower is not bad. I don't know if I want to take it here, to be honest, but it's definitely not bad. I think I'm gonna reroll. I like sickles a lot. Yeah, we're investing in sickles this run. If we don't win, we don't win. It's whatever. But Meteor's not terrible. It's not the best, for sure. I still think there's a lot of spells that are significantly better, but it seems like it's probably viable if you're leaning into that build. My impression so far is that you do need to kind of like, it's more about making a build than it was previously, the game in general. Whereas before you would just kind of like take the best skills. All right, laser cats are back. Gotta love the laser cats. Lightning bolts is a pretty decent power, but split second attack increases. Actually, maybe we go haste. No, I'm gonna take lightning bolts. We can just move around. It's fine. The other benefit to taking lightning bolts there is now powers won't show up as options, which is, this is what I was talking about before about filling up your slots and whatnot. Because lightning bolts won't show up anymore, or because powers won't show up anymore, that it improves our, you know, rate of seeing new stuff in the same way that, like, you know, banished dice did before. Also noticed, haven't seen it as much banished dice on gear as there was previously. Lots of alteration and rerolls, not as much banished. Hurricane is insane and I love it. New vampirism is sick. That might be what we needed to win the run. Also, this goes to 4. So, I will say that because of a few enemies, specifically that one that just shot the fire at us, and some bomber enemies we're gonna see at 19, assuming we get there, being able to regen somehow is very important. Vampirism does that.
The Reaper does not
As the, oh, okay. Well, okay. That's kind of good. So, okay, this is kind of a good run, but like having some type of regen between your gear or your gods or whatever is probably a good idea, because at least for me, I can't dodge some of these things. I just can't. Like, these things that we're fighting right now that's stuck in the hurricane.
Hello there.
Will summon a little red circle underneath us, and I legit am not able to react to it. I would like sickles and work, please. Thank you. It's almost instant, and that's one of the things I think is kind of weird. All right, give me some attack damage, please. I feel like we're gonna finish and sickles is gonna be like super not good. That's gonna be funny, but it's fine. Holy, yeah, these things are outrageous. They are too hard to dodge in my opinion.
charming.
I think that their cast speed should just be a little bit lower. I am going to upgrade lightning bolts. That's wrong. That was wrong. I apologize. And I'm apologizing mostly because I think it's really more important to be accurate with what you're doing, and I don't think that was the correct pick there. I like movement speed. One thing I will say is that once you have like an insane amount of HP like this, if you get the fates and you can pick up like 20% extra life, it makes a big difference. It's pretty good. But yeah, HP regen getting so heavily nerfed is kind of a weird point with all the outgoing damage here. Part of it might just be because tier 2 gear is so much better than tier 1 gear that the idea is that beating Act 2 is supposed to be very difficult until you have like a full set of gear, and then, you know, it could push for high danger levels. Sickles of Mort down to every 3 attacks. I'm in. We gonna be spamming these sickles. I think it's very appropriate that I start my video series of Act 2 with Sickles of Mert. Sickles of Mert. Lord of Mert. Daughter of Evil. Mert. I just said how this is bad. Urgency, on the other hand, lowers the cooldown on a Hurricane and a Hurricane. That doesn't seem worth it. I'm gonna reroll. That's ass. Straight ass. I don't think I care about this. Now, sudden death, on the other hand, has some uses. I'm gonna try and get a higher tier thing here. Black Serpents. It resolves curse, and reapplies it. It's pretty good if you're cursing. If you're not cursing, what is it doing? Let's take sudden death. It just insta-kills. It's very good against certain enemies. I don't think you want to invest in it too many points into it, is my current thought about it. But having it as one of your spells isn't bad. I'm going to take an alteration. There are skills I am still looking for, such as tornadoes and
Sorry, Dad.
And tornadoes. I mean, I guess we could take Sickles of Mort 10. Why not? So it's capped out. We are full on sickles right now. By that logic, split second bolt should increase the damage of sickles. I think you can actually make an insane sickles build, by the way. Like, I think there is a build for that. This might also be the character for it too. I don't know. There's like, it seems to me that there's like a million variations for every build because each character, as you go down their talent tree, has so many different things you can do. Status damage. We do have fire. We could technically have cursed. Luck is good though. Luck is good because it triggers Hurricane more often, triggers Split Second more often, and in theory it's going to trigger tornadoes more often when we hit that. Summons dealing more damage doesn't matter. Fear isn't terrible. Don't want to invest. I'm gonna roll here. Yeah, let's upgrade Split Second attack. I don't know how this single target feels pretty bad. We need a we need to get like Hurricane. Okay, so this boss is very cool, if a little difficult. It's the Insect Queen plus 3 adds. She will go into a phase where she has a shield and you must defeat one of her adds. And also, like, vice versa. You have to attack her while her allies are shielded. She shoots lasers, shoots blast. It's a lot of stuff. You can line of sight the lasers. Fantastic point. This game is set up to be incredible in the future now that the core systems are done. Hopefully new updates don't take 6 months or whatever. How long has it been since November? 6 months. But if this is what we're gonna get every update, then sign me up. Okay, our single target's great. Never mind. Ignore everything I said. We blew that character up. I think we're just supposed to take meteor shower now. I think we don't have enough dice to be that greedy. Oh, one other thing I want to talk about. I saw a lot of people complaining about Infinite Maris pull range gone. Guys, look at my pull range right now. It's almost the whole screen. Maris has one that doubles your pull range and it gives you cast power for like every 100 pull range you have. And I'm not even like spec'd into pull range with my stuff. I want this, but not at adept. Oh, sorry, supposed to get attacked. Like, if you're complaining about not having infinite pull Maris, you're not seeing the big picture here. Now, if your complaint is you don't want to grind out talent points to get to that, fair enough. Totally get it. If it's like, oh, they nerfed my infinite Maris, easy win build, well, I don't know. Go back to an older version of the game. I'm sure you could do that. But like, it's only fun for so long. Look how degenerate what we're doing is. All right, so these guys suck, straight up. But how much they suck depends entirely upon your difficulty level and how you increase it. If you change it so that we could Soul Stealers. I mean, okay, sure. So if you increase it so that enemies are more accurate with their stuff and they use their actions more often and they have bigger area, good luck healing. I mean, good luck dodging the stuff. 1% chance to heal on it, like in addition to our other vampirism, that's fine. But like, if you don't turn up all of those to max, I have found the best way to dodge those is do like a zigzag thing. When they throw, you go the other way because their prediction is not the best. The Haunted Tree, for every empty power slot, gain 0.5 regen. 0.05. Become invulnerable for 3 seconds every time you're hit. That's pretty good. Especially against, like, the final boss. And after this run, I'll have max talents on this guy, so I'll be playing another character. But I'll probably have more than no talents, because I'm also playing this game, like, religiously on my Steam Deck. Whenever my wife is not occupying it. She has been enjoying her detective games recently. Dark Side Detective, if you're into detective games. Pretty fantastic little point-and-click adventure that looks a lot like Monkey Island, if you're into that oh so long ago. But yeah, I'm hooked again. I'm hooked. That's what I'll say. I was, you know, I had put 200 hours in to Act 1. It was great, but I was like, okay, I've done everything there is to do. Well, I have not now. There is fresh new content. There's way more builds. There's way more everything. I'm hyped, and we are broken. This is a really good run, by the way. I was hopeful that I would win on my first recording of this, but not guaranteed. I will say that having attacks bounce is insane.
You're on fire.
I am on fire, Summer. Thank you. Maybe in the next video we'll work on we'll try and get Mother Earth. Also, Question, what do you think the guy with the little sickles is? Because people seem to say that was a werewolf, and I think they're out of their mind. Take Soul Steel. Also noted, what did we just get? The Sphere Nick? 180% power damage? That's a lot. That attack right there with the red circle right below us. Good luck, man. It's okay when there's just one of them, but once there's like this many, and if you turn up the rate at which they cast them, there's just like, I don't know how you dodge it. I mean, I guess if you get enough movement speed, you can just run, but it's a lot. Soul Stealers me. It's gonna be better on the boss. Oh no, we're out of space. Space is an issue again. If you're in Act 2, highly recommend picking up everything blue or higher until you replace some of your gear, because it is significantly better than Act 1. That is one other thing I would mention. I haven't gone back to Act 1, so I don't know if Act 1 can drop Act 2 gear, or Tier 2 gear, but I really enjoy Act 1 and I want to play more of it, so I think it would be cool if at a certain difficulty level, Act 1 could also drop Tier 2 gear. That may already be the case. If it is, let me know. One of the guys from the Discord, someone else who's put in a bunch of time already. But, it doesn't look like... I think I just get hit by like 7 bombs at once. Also, there's loot on the ground. Second bolt. It's like second breakfast, but better. Whenever you cast a spell, you get 50% chance to trigger another one. It's really good. I'm gonna drop this and this and this, and then I gotta exit out and dat. Okay, well I didn't do that in time, but whatever. This is one of the hardest parts of the run because they just flood you with damage. 9 life, whatever. And it's like near impossible to dodge all of it. You can like dodge back and forth, but it's still rough. Oh, Mayhem, you're a little late. Mayhem got a huge nerf. Certain things got moved to legendary, like Gem High. People were upset about that. It's actually still insane. It just got moved to legendary where it should be. It's a 1 point thing. Yes, I take lifelink now. It's a little bit of healing while we dash. I don't know. We've gone the whole run without a dash. Doesn't really matter. Pretty sure this beats the Jin without it. Very cool boss. Very cool. He can be a bit of a dickhole here. It appears with the current settings I have on. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm supposed to dodge some of this stuff. There's also, he's on the minimap. His little whip is very hard to dodge, but you can just stay out of range of it. This attack, I'm really not sure. I don't know what I'm missing there to dodge it. I think I was stepping by the rocks. I'm letting auto attack go because I'm trying to like talk while doing this, so. Oh, I was stepping on the rocks. Okay, yeah, don't step on the rocks. Rocks are bad. All right, he's dead. Are these gonna blow up on my... Okay, that should change. Because he could kill you after and you wouldn't be able to pick up stuff. And that would be lame. Wow, 17% damage to bosses and barriers. And I mean, I'm not gonna use that, but it's surprisingly good. All right, so we are now talent capped for the Archer Boy. Sickles of Mort. 5.5 million damage, 4.5k DPS. Look at that. Look at Sickles of Mort, the greatest comeback in the history of history. Meanwhile, we look at Constellation. We can actually go here and get some cool shit. Whenever your attack hits, you have a chance to trigger a random cast you have. And then you get 1 point on the final tree here. I will say there's one thing that kind of sucks is this reset. Not because it costs 500. I don't care about that. What sucks... Oh, I want 40% attack faster. That seems good. What sucks is you can't remove points individually. So you have to reset the whole tree. That's something they got to fix in the future. And I'm sure they will. Not worried about that. Let's look real quickly at our gear. See what we got. This seems to be a little funky yet. I think the time on it is messed up. I know someone in the Discord had it fixed. I forget who it was, one of the regulars, where they're actually showing tier 2 gear. But it doesn't seem to be tracking time accurately. I'm sure they'll fix that soon. But anyways. So, Mythic Waste. Also, gear does not bind. Anyone can have it. Reminder. 19 life. Heal and level up is actually not bad. I don't think that's enough, though. Shard pool. This chest piece is 1 revive, 22 master, 41 life, 10 heal. That's insane. 60 life, 3,900 pull gloves. It's not bad. 104 life, 1 strike projectile, 22 expert offer heavy chest. A 21 luck, 3 XP, 21 legend offer ring that you deal 6% more damage to enemies that have a status apply. So just you deal 6% more damage basically. That's okay. Strike crit, strike projectiles, luck, and adept offers. It's a good ring. Expert offers heals 79 evasion, 110 armor. That's an insane amount of defense for Scotty. And Scotty's the only medium armor. Dark Revenge. Whenever you're attacked, there's a... Oh, it's thorns. 20% chance to do 222 damage back and 1 chain bounce, whatever that means. Also 30 movement, also armor, also dash. I think there's a Thorns Averon build coming that's going to use these. Doesn't have life, unfortunately. That, and we didn't get any other uniques here. Your attacks have a 12% chance to shoot out a fireball. Not very good. I'm going to sell that. But I'll do this stuff off stream, but or recording or whatever. I'm going to show off some of the cool stuff. Again, this is like my pride and joy right now, but yeah. So anyways, let me know in the comments what character you'd like to see next. I'm going to be like working through them. I haven't played Krant any, but he looks insane. Nixie and Averon have gone well. Scotty has also gone well. He's got like a wolf build. There's a lot of cool shit going on. I'm loving this update. It's fantastic. Highly recommend the game. If you haven't bought it, go buy it. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go subscribe now, because we are going to be going ham on this, and I'll be doing guides and build guides, like strategy guides, everything for this game. So if you want anything Death Must Die, this is going to be the channel for it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Jeff out. Bye.